This forest eats itself and lives forever. Lies are infinite in number, and the truth so small and singular. But children robbed of love will dwell on magic. If you ask me, when something extraordinary shows up in your life in the middle of the night, you give it a name and make it the best home you can. Be careful what you give children, for sooner or later you are sure to get it back. The loudest sound on earth, she thought, is a man with nothing to do. If you can't dress expensive, dress memorable. You see, mother, you had no life of your own. They have no idea. One has only a life of one's own. Friends, there is nothing like your own family to make you appreciate strangers. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me, or paused at least to strike a glancing blow with his sky-blue mouth as he passed. Will you explain to me why people encourage delusional behavior in children, and medicate it in adults? I learned to write by reading the kind of books I wished I'd written. When you're given a brilliant child, you polish her and let her shine. Pigs in heaven. A breeze shook rain out of new leaves onto their hair, but in their pursuit of eternity they never noticed the chill. Don't try to figure out what other people want to hear from you, figure out what you have to say. Maybe he's been in Africa so long he has forgotten that we Christians have our own system of marriage, and it is called monotony. Mr. Shepherd, ye cannot stop a bad thought from coming into your head. But ye need not pull up a chair and bid it sit down. Mrs. Brown. You can't really know the person standing before you, because always there is some missing piece. Poor Congo, barefoot bride of men who took her jewels and promised the kingdom. We came from Bethlehem, Georgia, bearing Betty Crocker cake mixes into the jungle. For if there is any single thing that everyone hopes for most dearly, it must be this, that the youngest outlive the oldest. He was getting that look he gets, oh boy, like here comes Moses tromping down off of Mount Sinai with 10 fresh ways to wreck your life. Every life is different because you passed this way and touched history. Value is not made of money, but a tender balance of expectation and longing. No matter what kind of night you're having, morning always wins. The conspicuous consumption of limited resources has yet to be accepted widely as a spiritual error, or even bad manners. Nothing momentous comes in this world unless it comes on the shoulders of kindness. Illusions mistaken for truth are the pavement under our feet. They are what we call civilization. I thought I wouldn't live through it. But you do. You learn to love the place somebody leaves behind for you. Alice wonders if other women in the middle of the night have begun to resent their formica. It's the one thing we never quite get over, that we contain our own future. A choir of seedlings arching their necks out of rotted tree stumps, sucking life out of death. I am the forest's conscience, but remember, the forest eats itself and lives forever. I thought, this is how life is, ridiculous beyond comprehension. When moral superiority combines with billowing ignorance, they fill up a hot air balloon that's awfully hard not to poke. It's terrible to lose somebody, but it's also true that some people never have anybody to lose, and I think that's got to be so much worse. It's surprising how much memory is built around things unnoticed at the time. If the Lord hasn't got a boyfriend lined up for me to marry, that's his business. I had decided early on that if I couldn't dress elegant, I'd dress memorable. Cooking is 80% confidence, a skill best acquired starting from when the apron strings wrap around you twice. Oh, mercy. If it catches you in the wrong frame of mind, the King James Bible can make you want to drink poison in no uncertain terms. Sadness is more or less like a head cold. With patience, it passes. Depression is like cancer. If you want sweet dreams, you've got to live a sweet life. Thanks for this day, for all birds safe in their nests, for whatever this is, for life. A human being can be good or bad or right or wrong, maybe. But how can you say a person is illegal? You just can't. That's all there is to it. Now I'm starting to think he wasn't supposed to be my whole life, he was just this doorway to me. If you never stepped on anybody's toes, you never been for a walk. The very least you can do in your life is figure out what you hope for. And the most you can do is live inside that hope. Not admire it from a distance but live right in it, under its roof. The friend who holds your hand and says the wrong thing is made of dearer stuff than the one who stays away. She kept swimming out into life because she hadn't yet found a rock to stand on. Listen. Slide the weight from your shoulders and move forward. You are afraid you might forget, but you never will. You will forgive and remember. Everything you're sure is right can be wrong in another place. But kids don't stay with you if you do it right. It's the one job where, the better you are, the more surely you won't be needed in the long run. God doesn't need to punish us. He just grants us a long enough life to punish ourselves. I've seen how you can't learn anything when you're trying to look like the smartest person in the room. What I want is so simple I almost can't say it: elementary kindness. The changes we dread most may contain our salvation. that power is in the balance. We are our injuries, as much as we are our successes. There is a strange moment in time, after something horrible happens, when you know it's true, but you haven't told anyone yet. In a world as wrong as this one, all we can do is make things as right as we can. Memory is a complicated thing, a relative to truth, but not its twin. It's what you do that makes your soul.